Hello and welcome to another episode of The Average EV. Today on this afternoon commute, we're gonna talk about Tesla and Ford. I'm sure your feeds have been blown up with all of the Tesla and Ford news, and I just want to give you a little bit of my perspective surrounding this information that's just come out and kind of see what you all think too. So let's get into it. So I'm sure you all have heard Tesla is opening the Supercharger network to Ford vehicles. The CEO of Tesla met with Elon Musk and they decided, hey, let's get together, yeah. And Ford now will have access to the Supercharger network. Now, they won't have access to all of the Supercharger network. It will just be the version 3 chargers from what I can tell. Additionally, any current Ford vehicle owners that are EVs, obviously, will be given adapters so that they can also use the Tesla Supercharger network. So I've got some mixed feelings about this. I'm neither really a Tesla fan nor anti-Tesla, but there are some reasons why I don't love Tesla and some reasons why I do like Tesla. So I try to stay generally neutral. But for this, I think it's a generally good thing. It is likely, I think, and many others think that this will lead to everybody being able to charge on the Tesla Supercharger network eventually. Who knows? It won't be anytime soon, but eventually. And that's a good thing as far as EV adoption is concerned, because all the other charge point operators seem to be really struggling to do their jobs, and Tesla can kind of fill the gaps. And first, they're going to fill the gaps with Ford customers. Now, you all probably have seen some of my videos, and I'll attach the card here. I went up, I was able to use the Tesla V3 chargers up in New York with the Magic Dock, and it worked great. It was limited to 350 amps, but it worked fantastic, and I was able to charge my vehicle, and it was a generally pleasant experience. However, because of my vehicle and where the charge port was located, it wasn't optimal, because I essentially have to either block a charge spot for a Tesla driver, or I have to hope that I can get one of the end spots so I don't block any Supercharger. But that it is what it is, and hopefully Tesla will come up with solutions later down the road. Now, what are my immediate reactions? Well, I just think it's really interesting that it's with Ford. Now, I know that they had the conversation, and I'm sure like they were on the same page, and obviously there's a lot of benefits for both, mutual benefits. But when you really think about it, the Ford vehicle's charge port is on the front left, which is the wrong side. It should be either the front right or the rear left. And if you've seen any other YouTubers who went to the stations with the Magic Docks, famously Tom Malogny from State of Charge took his Ford F-150 Lightning, and he couldn't pull his car far enough forward, and then he was barely able to get it to plug in. So I definitely think that either Tesla's gonna have some kind of plan to remedy that issue, because they are gonna struggle with the Ford vehicles using the Supercharger network in conjunction with Tesla vehicles, because unlike the Magic Dock, this is it's all the version 3 chargers, and so there are going to be Ford vehicles clogging up spots for Tesla owners. So I'm interested to see kind of what goes with that, but I see that as a pretty big issue unless they have some sort of solution. Maybe they replace the cables, or maybe the adapter has a little extra length. I doubt that's the solution, but I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully the version 4, I'm sure, will kind of solve all the problems. So I'm definitely interested to see how this kind of works with Ford and Tesla. I'm sure they're gonna, try and figure things out, and like a lot of others were alluding to, I'm sure some other manufacturers are going to join in. I highly doubt that Volkswagen is going to do it anytime soon, if at all. Maybe eventually they'll give in, but I would see them being the last one, especially since they have stake in Electrify America. So we'll see what happens with that. So it's an interesting time. Interested to see how they charge Ford versus Tesla drivers, or if it'll be the same pricing for them. Interested to see how all of the communications will work, and the general charging experience. So obviously I'm not going to be able to provide that because I don't drive a Ford product, but I'm sure going to watch some videos on YouTube just like you all. And then lastly, with this announcement, not only were they going to give the adapter to the current Ford vehicles, but they're actually going to install the Tesla plug ports, into the Ford product. So they won't have to use an adapter to go from Tesla to CCS. It'll just be Tesla right in. But I'm assuming that the Ford vehicles are now going to have to get the Tesla to CCS adapters so they can charge on other networks and have the flexibility that Tesla drivers do. So very interesting. I'm also assuming with level 2 and level 1 charging, they're just going to leave it with the Tesla adapter, the Tesla connector with the J1772 adapter, because that's a pretty easy fix. So there it is. So that's kind of the news surrounding Tesla. Again, I'm kind of indifferent because I drive a Hyundai and a Volkswagen, so it doesn't really affect me, and I'm I'm not like a big fan of Tesla. I think their cars are really impressive as far as all the performance aspects. I think that the technology is fantastic. I think that the supercharging network is unparalleled, and I think that's why they were able to kind of get Ford to be the first major vehicle manufacturer to say, hey, let's do it. Let's put in the Tesla port, or the NACS, the North American Charging Standard. So that's it. Thanks again for watching. I'd love to hear your comments surrounding this. Who do you think's gonna be the next one? Personally, I think it's likely to be GM. I guess they have a deal with EVgo, so it probably wouldn't be GM. It would probably be one of like Rivian, or like one of those smaller companies next, and then maybe I don't know. I feel like it would make sense for Chevy to eventually do it, but because of that EVgo deal, it makes it a little bit different. But again, leave it down below. What do you think? Who do you think will be next? Again, thanks for watching, and I will catch you all next time.